Hey everyone, welcome to the second video of the Wio Terminal Classroom series. So last week we talked about how to display Hello World on the LCD screen of the Wio Terminal, and this week we will be showing you how to draw shapes on the LCD display. So we will try to draw shapes like circles, triangles, rectangles, and finally I will show you guys how to draw an image using the shapes that you learn from this video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So now let's go to the wiki page of the Wio Terminal by visiting wiki.seedstudio.com, and then from there go to platform and Wio Terminal, and then select LCD because we will be mainly using the LCD screen of the Wio Terminal in this tutorial. So here go to graphics, and in here you can see how to draw basic graphics on the LCD screen of the Wio Terminal. But before I explain you this, I want to talk a little bit about the coordinate system of the Wio Terminal screen. But I have actually talked about this in my previous video, but for this video I will give you a short overview of the coordinate system. So as you all know, a normal image is made out of pixels. So there are pixels in X direction and there are pixels in Y direction. So every pixel in this image can be defined by the location. So for example, if you want to say about this pixel over here, so the location of that pixel is 4, 7. So in that way, any pixel in this image can be defined by the location. So the Wio Terminal has 320 pixels horizontally and 240 pixels vertically. So when you define a pixel for the Wio Terminal screen, you need to make sure that the pixel that you define is within this range, 320 240. So if that pixel is out of this range, you will not be able to see the pixel on the screen. So you have to keep that in mind. So let's go to graphics again. Now let's start by drawing a single pixel on the Wio Terminal LCD screen. So let's open Arduino first. And let's write the example code. So first we will include the TFT LCD library, ESPI. Then we will initialize that library. After that we will put our codes on the setup because we just want to run this code once and we need to initialize the codes as well. So first we will initialize the screen by writing tft.begin, and then we will set the screen rotation by tft set rotation and set it as 3, and then I will fill the Wio Terminal screen with maybe yellow color. So tft fill screen, and then I will write tft yellow. That's to change the color to yellow. And then I will draw the pixel on the terminal. So tft dot draw pixel, so that's the command. And then under this, first you need to specify the coordinate of that pixel. So I will define as 10 10, so which means the pixel will be 10 pixels to the right and 10 pixels to the bottom. So it will be somewhere here. So moving back to this, so this is the location, and then after that I will write the color I want the pixel to be. So tft black is the color I want. And then here we don't need to write anything because we just want to run this code once, so we put it under the setup. but we will use loop in the following videos, where the code will become a little bit complex. So now let's turn on the Wio terminal, and then go to tools, board, and select Wio terminal. It's already selected, and then the port is also selected. So now let's go ahead and upload this code to the board. So now you guys can see a small dot, a black dot on the left top corner of the Wio terminal screen. So that is the pixel we just drew. So at location 1010, it drew a pixel, a black pixel. Now let's go ahead and start drawing lines on the LCD screen. So to draw a line, let's keep the background as yellow, TFT yellow. Just let's keep it like that, and then let's delete this, and we will write TFT dot draw line. So that is the function to draw a line. So TFT dot draw line, and then after that you need to define the x and y coordinates of the starting and ending location of the line. So let's start the line at 0 0. So this is the starting location, x and y coordinate of the starting location of the line, and then we want to end the line at 100, and then after that let's set the color of the line as black, TFT black, and yeah, that's about it. So we will run this code on the Wio terminal now. So as you guys can see, there's a line drawn from 0 0 to 100 location on the LCD screen. So the black color line like this. So in this way you can draw actually horizontal and vertical lines, because here you need to define the starting and the ending location. But when you draw horizontal lines, you just have to define the starting location and then write the length of the line that you want to draw. So I will demonstrate you that. So if you want to draw a horizontal line, you need to write TFT dot draw fast H line, and then first define where you want the line to start. So I will start at 0 100, and then I want the line to be 320 pixels. So this is the length of the line. So this is also defined by pixels. So I want it to be 320 pixels long, and then I will set the line color as black. Also here I will draw another vertical line. So to do that, TFT dot draw fast V line. So I want the line to start at 150 X location and 0 Y location, and then I want the line to be 240 pixels long, and then set the line color as black, and then let's upload this code to the board. So you guys can see there's a horizontal line and a vertical line drawn on the LCD screen of the Wio terminal as I define the location of the lines. After drawing lines, now it's time to draw rectangles on the Wio terminal screen. So let's delete this first, and we will keep the fill color to yellow, and then let's go ahead and draw a rectangle by writing TFT dot draw rect, and then first you need to define the starting coordinate of the rectangle. So I will define that as 100 100, so 100 X and 100 Y location, and then you need to define the length and width of the rectangle. So here is the width, so 100 width and 100 height. After that, you need to set the color of the rectangle border. So I will set the border as black, and then upload it to the board. So now you can see there's a rectangle drawn on the LCD screen, but here it's actually drawn as a with a border, so it's not filled or anything. But you can also fill this rectangle. What you need to do is you need to just change this command into fill rect. So change draw to fill. So when you change the draw to fill, this rectangle is going to fill with the given color. So let's upload the code and see what happens. So here you can see the rectangle filled in black color. So that's about drawing a rectangle and also filling a rectangle with the given color. So let's move on to drawing circles now. So to draw a circle, you need to write tft dot draw circle, and then first you need to define the origin of the circle, where the origin of the circle is. So let's define the origin as 100 100, so 100 x location and 100 y location. So that's the origin of the circle. And then after that, you need to specify the radius of the circle. So I want the radius to be 40, and I want the circle to be black. So here also we're defining the border color of the circle, so it's the circle border, because we are just using draw circle command here. So we will upload this code first and see about the output on the screen. So yeah, a circle is drawn on the screen. So we will do the same thing that we did before. We will fill the circle in black. So we just want to change this draw into fill, and then okay, for a change I will change it to red. We used black all this time, so I will use red this time. Let's see. So it has to fill the circle in red color. Yes, yeah, so it's filled in red color. Also you can draw an ellipse. So to draw an ellipse, write tft dot draw ellipse, and first you need to define the origin of the ellipse, just like the circle. So I want to define it as 100 100, and then you need to define the horizontal radius of the ellipse. So I will set the horizontal radius of the ellipse as 40, and then the vertical radius of the ellipse I will set it as 70, and then I will set the border of the ellipse as black, and then upload to the Wio terminal. Yeah, so an ellipse is drawn. So now let's fill the ellipse just like we filled the shapes before. So to fill the ellipse, we will write fill, and I would like to change this color into blue this time. So the ellipse is filled in blue color. So now let's move on to drawing triangles. So to draw a triangle, you need to write the following code. So write tft dot draw triangle, and then you need to define the 3 points of the triangle. So to define the 3 points of this triangle, I will show you from an illustration. So here actually when you write the draw triangle command, the first coordinate will be this, the second coordinate will be this, and the third coordinate will be this. So I will show you here. So when you draw a triangle, you first need to write this coordinate, which is 160, 70, and then the second would be this coordinate, which is 60, 170. The third would be this coordinate, which is 260 and 170. And then finally you need to define the color of the triangle border, so which is black here. I will set it as black, and then let's upload the code and see. So as you can see, a triangle is drawn on the screen. So let's fill the triangle color like we filled shapes before. So replace draw by fill, and then I would like this to be orange, and let's upload the code and see. So now we have an orange triangle. Now let's draw a round rectangle. So to draw a round rectangle, let's write tft dot draw round rect, and then specify the starting coordinate of the rectangle. So I will specify as 100, 100, and then you need to define the width and the height of the rectangle, just like we drew a rectangle before. So I would like the width to be 80 and the height to be 90, and then you need to define the corner radius of the round rectangle, because the round rectangle has rounded corners. So the corner radius, I would like it to be 10, and the border color, just like we said before, we'll set it as black, and then let's run this code. So now you can see a round rectangle on the LCD screen. So now let's fill the rectangle by replacing this with fill, and then I would like the rectangle to be red, the round rectangle to be red, and let's see the result on the screen. So we have a red color round rectangle. So far we have learned about drawing different shapes on the LCD screen of the Wio terminal. So we have drawn shapes such as line, rectangle, circle, ellipse, triangle, and round rectangle. So now what we will do is we will try to combine these shapes and draw different objects. So to start the drawing, we will start with this object, which is a house. So we will actually fill this with different colors as well. So before drawing this, I want to explain you about the coordinate system to consider when you draw shapes or draw images on the Wio terminal screen. So here we will first draw the rectangle, this rectangle, and then we will draw the triangle, and finally we will draw the small rectangle. So to start the drawing, we will set the background color, fill screen as black. We will fill the screen with black color, and then what we need to do is we need to know this point, this location. So this point is 60, 110. So we need to draw a rectangle, and actually we will use the fill command because we want to fill it with a color. So fill rect, and we define it as 60 x coordinate and 110 as y coordinate. Then we want to specify the width. So from here to here it's 200, so it's 200, and the height from here to here, that is from here to here 120, so 120, and then we are going to fill it with yellow color, so TFT yellow. So we will first run this code and see the output on the Wio terminal. So now you can see a yellow color rectangle on the Wio terminal. So now we will proceed with drawing this triangle. So to draw the triangle, we need to write tft dot fill triangle, because we want to fill it with a color. Fill triangle, and then we define the points as 1, 2, 3, as I have explained before. So this point is 160, 10. So 160, 10, and then this point is 60, 110. So 60, 110, and the third point, this point is 200 plus 60, which is 260, and then the y location is 110. So this point is 260, 110. So 260, 110. Then I would like it to be red color. So TFT red, and then upload to the board, and let's see the result. So we have finished that as well. So finally we will draw this small dough, So to draw that, tft dot rect, actually tft dot fill rect, and then specify the coordinates here. So here is 140 and 150. So 140 x, 150 y, and the width will be 40, and the height, this height will be 80, and then let's set the color as orange. Now let's upload the code and see. So now we have successfully drawn this image on the Wio terminal. So I hope you guys were able to successfully follow along with me in this video to draw the image that I drew at the end of the video using the shapes that we learned today. So I request you to use your own imagination to draw any image that you want to draw using the shapes, using these shapes. That's it for this video. See you guys in the next video.